Audience questions. Here.
Well, I just have a question. If there was a decision that you guys thought was necessary, it's a vote. If, as a mayor, you thought was necessary, but the general public disagreed, how would you approach the situation?
Well, that's a good one, because I've already been under that 1,000 times. I don't always agree. It depends on why the general public is against it. I think if there's a consensus, and it's just me that's holding it back, then definitely I have to listen to the will of the people. I mean, I'm elected to serve the people. If it's that I really believe that this, whatever we're working on, is a really good thing, then I have to do a better job of convincing people of it. And I would definitely try to do that. If I really think it's what's good for the community, but maybe I'm not saying it well enough or saying it in the right way to get to people, but if I can't, then obviously I believe the will of the people is what should be served.
Well, I think ultimately we all have to answer to our own conscience, so if I know that something is the right thing to do and I believe that, and there's no changing that, I don't feel I can do anything else but act on what I know and I believe is right. And it is a matter of communication and letting the public know that, and I think people will respect decisions that are made if there is sincerity there.
I was curious, as you both spoke to issues of sustainability, is there any meaningful difference between the positions that you would take? Because it sounds like you're both all for it, which is, you would argue against that. But I'm not sure, are there differences in your various positions and how you would pursue those ends?
Well, actually, tonight's the first night that I've heard Mr. Harder before sustainability. Usually he's been in the group of people who have not supported it, so I would just want to know more about what's convincing him. Now, and I want that support if that's where he's going to, lend his vote and his weight, but that's tonight's the first night I've heard him speak positively.
Is that my question, Sarah Jo? All right, sustainability is a good thing. As I said earlier, it's the way of the future, and in the past, I've not been an opponent of sustainability. I don't think anybody's going to argue that we need to leave as little of impact as possible on our environment no matter what we're doing. Does that mean that anything that somebody labels sustainability, we just blindly accept? Not at all, absolutely not. And the plan that is on the table right now for the city of La Crosse, there are things in there that we do need to take out. Well, there's suggestions in there calling for the end of rotary lights. I don't agree that that's a suggestion that's in the back of it on page 49. Well, I think the general public and the general community enjoys the rotary light function, and I don't think it's something that the city should mandate we do away with. Also increasing green vehicles up to 25%, which is a good thing, and I hope that in the future we can move towards all green vehicles, but the timeline that it calls for us to mandate our city's fleet, 25%, I think that's a little bit too much, and it's going to cost the city too much right now. It's something we do need to move forward towards, but we do have to take it one step at a time, and we have a tough tax situation right now in the city of La Crosse, and there's people that are bearing too much of a burden already, so we can't allow some of these things to go forward. Also, mandating when business owners should shut their demo lights off. Once again, that's a thing that I think is going to create turmoil in the community that people aren't going to appreciate being told when they can and cannot have their lights off. These are things we have to encourage, and we have to tell people that what the best thing is to do, what we think they should do. The government should lead by example, but should not mandate those types of things, in my opinion.
Answer, go.